Hello everyone, my name is Resta Adi Pratama. The networking model definition. Before networking model existed in vendor kit in used its own networking model because every vendor had a different networking model. Communication between vendor was difficult. As a result, building where computer network become challenge. Therefore, in the ISO International Organization for Standardization, created a standard called the OSI Open System Connection model, also known as the OSI 7-layer model. Chaos networking based network model networking. Even though ending implement each component use different to communication, model networking is denominated and well understood that every component follows the same communication standard. Of layer mostly wire loyal how the mostly hardware. There are two networking model. There are two networking model. Modern computer use the TCP/IP model because it's simple and more practical than the OSI models. The OSI model is more detailed and complex, so it is mainly used for educational professional. OSI model. OSI model. The OSI model was developed by the International Organization for Standardization (ISO) as a framework for connection different systems in a network. It divides the communication process into 7 layers, from the physical layers to the application layer, providing a standard and consistent way for devices to communicate. The TCP/IP model Transmission Control Protocol Internet Protocol. The TCP/IP model, also known as the Internet Protocol Suite, is the foundation of the Internet. It is simpler than the OSI model because it consists of only your 4 layers. It was developed by the U.S. Department of Defense (DoD) and combines several OSI layers into broader layers. How the TCP/IP network works. Data is divided into small packets before being transmitted the network. The packet and central router which name the base router the destination. The packet the destination where the TCP/IP layer process and reassemble them into original data. So I didn't OC VSTPI model structure. OC VST model structure on the application. OC presentation transport for the tolling physical. SPIP application transport internet link. SPIP application transport network tolling physical. And the is the so the application no 3 in the ISO lanjut. SPIP model through the application layer represent application user. The user enter and the private service that allow application and software to communication over a network. Common protocol include the HTTP, FTP, SMT, and many others. IP application layer communications process according to HTTP and the URL for the browser and HTTP request and web server. Interface the request raising record data files, sending status of and the do of the web page, HTTP respond the browser entering data to final web page and screen. Okay. Transport layer. Manage data transmission and ensure reliable communication between applications on different hosts, the main protocol, and TCP/UDP. TCP Transmission Control Protocol. TCP is connection-oriented protocol. Data is trained in the correct order. It prevents data loss and makes it easier to detect and correct transmission errors. This it requires more two-way communication between the sender of the receiver, making transmission slower. UDP Shortened TCP/IP model. UDP User Datagram Protocol is a connection protocol. It does not require acknowledgement or a packet delivery. It does not correct transmission error and does not transmit lost packet. Depend the UDP transmit data much faster than TCP. CIP network layer. The network layer is responsible for assigning an IP address to each device on the network. The IP address serves as a unique queue in the field that allows devices to communicate with one another. It also held the preferred. We also have the prediction error during packet transmission. Encapsulation, decapsulation. On the sender computer, the data packet is divided into smaller packets with different names according to age. Network layer at data is divided into smaller features. That feature is wrapped with the corresponding protocol information. This process is called encapsulation on the register computer. The opposite process takes place. The SFID packet is referred to a process called decapsulation, and the packet fragment and reassembled into the original completed. Encapsulation, then decapsulation. So in the senders, the application layer, transport layer, networking layer, data link layer, dan physical layer. Data packet transmission. Decipher physical layer, data link, network layer, transport layer, application layer, decapsulation, resemble update the packet fragments. The so sender is the seek, so data resemble of data packet fragments. Encapsulation then decapsulation. Original data, the TCP and the sender data TCP/IP TCP data data link IP TCP data link receiver data TCP data IP TCP data link IP TCP data link in the sender and receiver. And the name of mistake in TCP/IP, name of data units TCP/IP, segment, packet, and frame. TCP data segment, and the IP data packet, OHA data, dan data LFRAM. So maybe you're in the presentation, and terima kasih. Thank you so much for the presentation. Sorry, yeah, bye bye.